All right. So, I'm on to sit up here. We're rolling. So, this is John Reina. This is JJ. We are back with a pretty epic mail day. Probably the biggest mail day that we've ever had in our lives, right? Yeah. So, we have 4 baseballs to show you, 2 of which we just got in, and they are epic. They are the holy grail of baseballs, and quite frankly, it hasn't been a bigger mail day than this. And we're going to flip the camera around. We're going to show you what we have going on. And we appreciate everybody who's stuck there with our channel, even though we don't make videos very often. But when we do make videos, we try to make them the coolest pieces that you've seen. So we're going to turn this camera around, and we are going to show you what we got. All right. There we go. Turn it around. There we go. Okay. So, as you can see, and we're going to zoom it in here, that we have 4 baseballs. And you're probably already going, well, I know a couple of them. So we're going to go really slow for starters. And you know what? I did not have my gloves. So you know what we're going to do? Bear with us here, YouTubers. I have some gloves that I need to put on if I'm going to handle these balls. So, as you can see, take a moment to take these baseballs in right now.
I'm going to fast forward this, okay?
All right, well, don't fast forward because we're making the video right now.
No,
So,
when you fast forward, the video goes a little faster, so you can skip over.
Oh, okay.
I got to fast forward.
So, this first baseball, as you can see, is by CC Sabathia. It was signed by CC Sabathia. The inscription is "Last Game in the Land." It is a Cleveland it's a Cleveland All-Star Game ball. And I picked this up through Coach's Collectibles. Pretty good, inexpensive, but he did a recent signing and wanted to add him to the PC. I would say that he's most likely a Hall of Famer, if not first ballot, within his first, I'd say 3 to 5 years on the ballot. That would be my guess. Next, we'll go with this ball. This is a really nice piece. This is a 500 home run club baseball. Now, anyone who has an understanding of signatures, authenticity, 500 home run balls have been heavily forged to the point where I would say there are more fake 500 home run balls out there than not. So you want to make sure that obviously you have your third-party authentication, but you know your signatures. Right here, without a doubt, Mickey Mantle and Ted Williams are gorgeous, authentic signatures. Right on the sweet spot where you want to see it. Willie Mays, right on the side panel here. Beautiful Mays signature. Looking over here, Frank Robinson, Harmon Killebrew. And on this side, Willie McCovey and Mike Schmidt. And lastly, on this side panel over here, Eddie Matthews, Hank Aaron, and Reggie Jackson. So, gorgeous 500 home run ball. Always wanted to add one into the collection. Seen a lot of folks that have actually added other players on there, like Pujols and Frank Thomas and Ken Griffey. I'm just a little nervous in sending this in to a private signing. I know there's some great companies out there, some great private signers or companies that do private signings, great people who handle with care. I'm nervous. And now the last 2. Anyone who has followed my channel or knows me, which is not too many, but that's besides the point. You know that I had a Babe Ruth ball. And unfortunately, over the years, as I started to learn my signatures and have a really good understanding of handwriting and really knowing players, it turned out to be a fake. It was a ball that my dad had given me. And you know what? I still have it. I'll always have it because it was, even though it's fake, it was still a special time in my life that my dad had given me a Ruth ball, and I was pretty pumped about it. So I didn't. I still have it, and I'm always going to keep it just for the sake of having it. But I'm going to show you that one last. But that story is important because it leads us to where we are today. And this, these last two rather, the first one up here is Jimmy Fox. I don't think he needs much of an introduction, but this right here is not a single sign ball. There are a few other signatures on here, including Ted Williams and Joe Cronin. Those are the other two Hall of Famers. But this ball presents beautifully as a single sign ball. The Fox is just bold. It's gorgeous. You know, if you're looking at a single signed Jimmy Fox baseball, you're looking at, you know, anywhere from 15 to 20 grand, depending upon the condition. And if it's as bold like this, it can get pricey. So when you have a few other signatures on here, on the side panels, that's the Cronin right on top there. The Williams actually is pretty bizarre. It's right here, and there's like someone put like a heart stamp on over his signature, but it's since been faded. But the real purpose of this, or the importance of this ball, is the Fox right here. And last, of course, without further ado, let's get a closer look up at the god of baseball, one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player that ever lived, Babe Ruth. This ball right here is multi-signed. It's actually on a Cardinals ball. So at the time, oops, excuse me, I'm moving my camera here. This ball has multiple Cardinals on here, and it's dated to 1938. And it's not known exactly how Ruth signed it. It could have been at the game. I mean, there could have been a variety of different reasons, because this also has, you know, Slaughter on it on the side, Big Cat Johnny Mize. It also has Joe Medwick on the other side panel, and some other Cardinals. So it is a Cardinals baseball, but the Ruth right here, honestly, it doesn't do it justice. You'd have to see it in person, but it's a gorgeous, bold, beautiful Babe Ruth baseball. It is truly something. And this ball is something now I can officially say I have a real Ruth that was actually held in his hand by the great Bambino himself. And it was took a while for me to get this. So I'm very proud to add this in. And part of the reason why I don't make videos very often is because I'm always trying to get that next big piece. And it took a while for me to get that. So, you know, I'll make videos when I make videos. I'm not a big guy who does cards. As you know, I did cards in the past, but way out of my price range now for a lot of those things. And I'm not a big modern guy, to be quite honest with you. Opening a pack of you know, Topps or Bowman Chrome just doesn't really cut it for me, but this stuff right here does. So you may see a video from me every 6 months. That's just how it's going to be. If you like it, hey, subscribe, and when that time comes to make a video, you're going to like it. So, JJ, what can you say to wrap things up?
Subscribe and hit that like button. Always remember to smash that like button.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And what else? Oh, yeah. That's going to be our next video. Yep. JJ's going to start his own channel, and he's going to be doing some cool stuff. So we'll let you know when his channel gets posted, and you guys can all tune in to JJ's channel. It's going to be awesome. Yep. So until then, we'll see everybody soon, and appreciate everyone sticking with me throughout the last 4 or 5 years. And also congratulations to some of those folks who made it to the YouTube Hall of Fame. Best of luck to everybody. Catch up soon.